Comes the witch.
Harry found lots of the game.
Recording in progress.
Witch lady!
The witch
I
lady
missed this.
has arrived, and we are all together once again. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Out of the Cold and a critically average adventure. It's a D&D 5e campaign. I'm playing with my friends, and these are my friends.
Yay!
We're
Hello.
back, baby!
We're here, all of us, in various states of dishevelment. Luke, sadly more so today. When last we saw our rather wonky protagonists of this adventure, they had reached the town of Marein and begun to have a little explore around. They had met several of the town elders, Astra and Lucas and George, and had agreed a few little plans. Some sort of little favours had been asked here and there, and we were looking, if possible, to have a rest, and that's, I believe, where we kind of left the last game, after Bishop and Nan had explored the outer perimeter of the town to the south, or the southwest rather, and discovered a strange field of energy, and then had visited the town elder, Mother Adinic, and had found her to be a peculiar individual of sorts, who gave them hot beverages and was very welcoming, but was interesting. Now, I think everybody returned home after very, very stealthily hiding from a dragonborn that they dropped their apple, and was severely embarrassed by this caper, and Nan proper stealthed with a natural 20 behind Bishop past the dragonborn with his cart and his screecher Mildred. And they were back at the tavern. I think we were resting. I think probably what we need to know first is, when did Maruk go to bed? Did Maruk go to bed? Where are George and Maruk?
I feel like George and Maruk would just be drinking all damn night.
Mm-hmm.
So, the question of when did Maruk go to bed can be answered with one simple word, and that would be never.
Okay.
He has not been to bed. He is still drinking when dawn breaks.
Okay. I think that's probably where you might all wake up and kind of come into the bar and find the rather hazy Maruk in the bar. Could you make me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage, please? Because you've been drinking all night.
Oh no.
I can. Constitution saving throw at no, not advantage. At disadvantage.
Please.
Oh shit. Oh, I forgot I've got pink fluffy dice. That would be a 9.
You haven't a hangover because it's still occurring.
Mm-hmm.
You are gonna take a level of exhaustion because you've been up all night.
Yep.
So the alcohol that you've been drinking is elven,
Okay.
and that's all you're gonna know for now. But it doesn't. You feel sort of warm and fuzzy, and you know what I'll do? We'll do it as a role play thing rather than a mechanical thing.
Mm-hmm.
You are very suggestible right now.
Oh God.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
you are sort of. It's as though you're charmed, but charmed by the world around you, if that makes sense. So
Okay.
anything probably sounds like a good idea. that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
if we can do something like that, that would be quite entertaining
Yeah.
for the.
If you let me know when that will have worn off,
Yes,
I will keep going with it until you tell me otherwise.
lovely. The rest of you are coming downstairs, and you find sort of Maruk, like draining the last dregs from the second bottle of this super expensive elven wine or spirit. The difficulty is right now is the rest of the glasses that are on the bar that have remaining fluid in. You're not quite sure which one is George. Because as I mentioned before, the more that he consumed, the more dilute he became, more see-through. He was a kind of green algae kind of colour before, gelatinous. At the moment, no one's sure. So the bartender is very gingerly wiping round each glass,
Okay.
not disturbing any of the fluids that are in any of them. And you guys arrive downstairs, and George's... Maruk is kind of a little bit swaying, but with a kind of big grin on their face.
Right then, Georgie boy, let's play a game. You tell me when I pick you up, and and then this kind barman, fellow gentleman, can then carry on cleaning, and then we can carry on drinking.
No, guess. You hear in your head.
Okay. I like this game better. How's about I will drink from every cup. And if I drink you, then that's your fault for not telling me.
There is an immediate change of, oh, no, Dad, I don't like it inside people.
Can't relate. Okay. So I basically work my way down the bar from right to left. And I pick up each glass. Is this you, Georgie boy?
You get to about the fifth glass, and then it giggles.
So either this is you, or I'm close.
It's me. It's me. It's me.
Okay.
This is me. This
Barkeep.
is all me.
This is George. This is George.
The bartender gingerly takes it and kind
Don't.
of puts it up on a shelf, and you notice there's a little gap in the thing, and it just says George, like a little plaque. And in this place, I'll put him there till he sobers up.
Okay. Everything else I'm going to help you dispose of. And I just neck everything else that's on the bar.
Yeah,
Like, obviously, that's unattended.
yeah. That you are the only one drinking at this hour. This kind of clear see-through liquid. There are a couple people nursing like a mould, something that kind of smells spiced, that is warming from the cold. You're not even sure if it is an alcoholic beverage. This might be some sort of spiced chocolate or something like that they're...
I say, look, I mean, just any glass that's been left on the bar that's got any amount of liquid is just drunk.
Yeah, the bartender seems to be the same bartender that clocked on about 11/midnight, and they're just like, thanks, that's great.
It's all right.
You've been
When
a wonder, an absolute wonder. Thanks.
when do you finish, kind sir?
Hopefully soon, when Lucas gets up.
So you're waiting for Lucas?
Yes.
Shall I go and find him? Would that help.
Look, why don't you... Yes, why don't you go and get yourself a breath of fresh air and see if you can find Lucas? He might be at the square buying ingredients.
That sounds like a good idea. I like that idea a lot. George, Georgie boy, do you want to come with me?
No, I'll get seasick.
Okay. Same time tomorrow night? Tonight? What? Tonight?
To May.
Tomorrow?
To May.
To
May.
To you?
To... I don't think I can do 2 nights.
Your loss. Tomorrow night then.
Oh,
Okay. It's a deal. And Rook will kind of almost stagger to his feet and then stagger outside.
Yeah, I like to think that that's when you stand up and you turn around and you see all 4 of your compatriots, but don't really realise it's them and just give them a big grin and go,
I
and then walk to the door.
need to go outside.
Fuck.
Yeah, and I just stagger out.
Was that? Is that? Was he? He's been. Is he drunk? Who let him drink?
The barman at the bar says, "You left him at the bar. You too. The one in the
He's-
robes and you, cat lady."
He's supposed to be a mature adult.
That's what mature adults like to do. Drink until they don't have to deal with their problems.
I'm starting to think I have more wisdoms than all of this group reunited.
Yeah, some people might say that. Other people might say there's wisdom in the booze. You've never seen as many epiphanies as people have than when they've had a good few drinks in them. Some will have several over several times, several in a night. Revelation upon revelation.
Never let this happen again.
I
Just knock him out or something like that. Would just call me. And my back is killing me.
I just serve the drinks. I take the money that I'm paid. Those drinks are expensive drinks. We need to take cash. It's a business. I'm sorry. Look, do you think I'm happy about having to stay up all night with those two, chatting about
No.
war stories, getting more and more confused about where this place was and when it happened, and it was like, I don't know. You know when you get like a grandma and a granddad that are arguing?
I am an orphan.
But have you ever seen it? I mean, in a town or a city where you get...
The closest thing I have seen to this was my master and the captain of my ship arguing over the hour of the day.
Exactly. Like it actually matters. It doesn't. And that's... Well, anyway, look, I'm tired. Is there anything I can do for you right now?
Do you have something for back pain? Because this asshole, I point to Arden, let me sleep under his bed all night.
I can recommend alcohol. Then you have to get something somewhere else, I'm afraid. A salve or something. Any of the rest
go
of you?
see Mother Miranda and something like that.
Redenek, Mother Redenek.
Redenek, sorry.
Yeah, she might have something like that. What about you, Goggles? And what about you?
Wow. Okay.
In response to what Nyala's saying, or in,
No,
or...
he's offering services, bar services.
Yeah, it's
No.
important clarification.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, well, do you have any? What time is it actually? Is it?
It's morning, so probably about 8,
Oh, it's
9ish.
morning. Okay. No, but can I use? Have you got kitchens that I can? Can I use your kitchens
Yeah.
really quickly? Is that okay?
Well,
Cool. Thank you.
It's not normally, people don't usually come this side of the.
Well, I can make extra if I just want to. We might be heading out, so I kind of want to make some. Sometimes I make these little things so that it helps us like a bit when we're traveling, if that's okay.
Come quick. They say. Is it good?
I can. You'd have to ask. These. They're not bad.
Look, I'll give him a try. Look, Lucas isn't here yet, so if it's not going to take long, I'll show you through. And they guide you through into a kitchen area where you can start preparing food. And then they turn to Arden and to Bishop and say, "What about you chaps? Want to use the kitchen? Want to pour a couple of pints?" Anything I can do?
You're mute, Luke.
I want to like backtrack a bit from when.
Okay, let's have Bishop first.
Okay. I want to backtrack from when me and Nan were coming back from Mother Redenek's
Okay,
place.
cool, yeah.
Not knowing where Niana went. Once she like after like the first tremor. I like left a note like in their room, being like on a desk table or on the bed, nightstand, wherever she can see it right away when she wakes up or when she enters the room, is a note that's saying training in the morning. Oh no, we're having a Spartan session in a day or two, whenever it's easier for you, whichever one is easier for you, and that's it. As for like drinking, like from the bar, nothing. Other than that, I'm good.
We're going to lose a Luke. Okay, Luke, no trouble.
Yeah, Adam's going to go and check on the cart repairs and make sure that everything is above board there and our door friend isn't doing anything he shouldn't be doing and poking around inside and maybe, getting a little bit too tempted to be taking things or messing around with things he shouldn't be touching.
Okay. Sure, so
Okie dokie.
that's what Arden's going to do, and if we move anywhere, you'll just be in the cart, okay?
I'll either be in the car or I'll be hanging around town.
Okay, cool, no problem.
Arnica just got in the cold, like a small cold in game too. You know, it feels stuffy.
Probably. Still a little
Okay, cool, no worries.
Right, cheers guys.
Stay well, keep warm,
Yeah,
rest up.
Take care, man. All right.
So, we see Arden leave and saying, "I'm just going to check on the cart." And as he goes out, the door opens. You can hear this bellow from the street. "Oh, Lucas!" And it's Maruk bellowing in the street, trying to find the tavern owner, Lucas. So, Nan, you probably wouldn't hear this. You're kind of clattering around in the kitchen. Nyala and Bishop, ball is in your court. Where would you like to go? Would you like to stay and wait till Nan finishes cooking? Investigate what Rook's doing?
Kind of want to see what Rick's doing, but kind of want to go and meditate. What's my phone?
What is Niara doing?
Actually, I'm a.
Oh, sorry. Go
I'm
on.
gonna go
Alright.
meditate. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Well, I'm gonna say that. Either to Nan or Niana, that I'm gonna go to where I went yesterday, like the spot of where just right outside the 10-foot like border thing.
Yeah.
And go meditate there.
Okay, like within the 10 feet or outside it?
Out past it.
Out past it,
Yeah,
okay.
outside it.
So, you see Bishop start leaving. Niala, where do you go? So we've got some positions for everybody.
I'm going to go to the mother, actually.
Okay, so
a
you've
couple
heard
of
of where it
questions.
is. You've not been there before, and you do so. So, in the kitchen, you're cooking up for the time being, Nan. How long does it take to bake these treats?
It only takes an hour to make chef's treats.
So we've got an hour of stuff. So Maruk, please make a perception check, but remember you are exhausted. So I don't think you do get disadvantage now on that. You're mute as well, Maruk.
So, first level, I get disadvantage on ability checks.
That's the one.
Yay! Perception. Oh, fuck off.
Natural 20 and a what?
A natural 20 and 13.
Okay. Even in this hazy state, Lucas is not hiding. You managed to catch Lucas at a stall. He's like buying fruit and veg from one of the traders.
Lucas.
He's
Hello.
he's chatting away.
I'm
He's
looking for a
he's
man.
maybe 30 feet away from you. He's quite away.
Have I met Lucas? I have, haven't I?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd recognise him.
Yeah, you do.
I go staggering up to him like, Lucas, hello, friend.
Why? Why?
Ah,
God, you smell like the bottom of the pail.
That's because I probably drunk all the pale. Your lovely associate at the bar who very kindly has fed me alcohol all night.
Wilf.
Yes, Wilf, good man.
If you say so.
I think. God, I don't really know him. He just gave me alcohol, so in my books that makes him a good man. What was I saying? Where was I going with this? Wilf. What did Wilf want? He wanted you for something. What did Wilf want you for? Oh yes, he would very much like to go to bed. I fear I may have kept him up a little bit longer than I really intended to.
Ah. So you actually got him to do some work, more like.
Yes, maybe. He didn't
Well,
really have to do much.
they've always been a lazy so-and-so. So, I'm glad that you've enjoyed your night in my fine establishment. And, well, thank you for being a kind patron of the Broad Weasel.
That's fine. Thank you for having me.
No trouble. You're a paying customer.
Yes, I am. Am I? Yes. I can't remember if I paid. Yes, I did. Yes, yes, I paid.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I can't actually remember if I did pay. Is the only issue?
You did.
paid for one drink.
19.
Okay. Ah, well, you look like the honest kind of chap. Now, you're a big, strong lad. Here, have these. And he passes you what appears to be like a hessian sack. Quite heavy. Please make a strength check.
Again, disadvantage. 12.
Oh, so you kind of grab it and it kind of sets you off balance a little bit. And you kind of do that thing where you walk backwards and then it slows down. You're back in the middle. And you've got this sack. It's like, we need them for the day. Now,
What by the gods have you got in this sack? Have you got a herd of screezer in here?
no. They're root vegetables. And some fresh.
Oh, okay. Do you want these back at the tavern?
Look, I'll lead you that way and we can relieve Wilf together.
Okay, sounds delectable. No, wrong word. Delightful. There we go.
And you proceed back towards the tavern. And in relieve Wilf, Lucas sets you up with some of this. I think you may want to take a seat down over here. We got a little area here where you can relax and take some time. And then he takes over one of these kind of hot steaming beverages that's a kind of spiced, caffeinated chocolate thing.
So
you sit there and drink that.
When he says take a seat, I literally take like one of the stools from the bar to where he points and sits.
Yeah, just like that. Maybe take a seat there. And he points somewhere further in the corner.
And again, I stand up, pick the seat up, and take it with me to the corner.
Now, drink this up and you'll feel better.
Okay. Does it have booze in it?
He goes back to the bar. It does now.
Yeah, nice.
So
very good, thank you.
Hair of the dog. You're in the thing. Bishop, you walk to the edge of the space and you get that feeling as you at the edge of the village, and you notice that the field that you've experienced is about 10 foot deep, like a thick ring that surrounds this territory that you're in, and you get that longing, that heartsick feeling, and then as soon as you're outside, you take the step into 11 foot. You are free of that feeling, and it no longer contains anything. And you're staring southward. To your right, you have mountains and forest and trees climbing up, pines and things that can still grow even in this cold climate, that cling to the slopes, just digging deep for their roots to hold in the storms and be able to gather any nutrient from this soil that lies deep beneath the snow. What would you like to do as you meditate?
Alright, so like a couple things. First things first, once I'm past like that 10-foot barrier, I'm gonna walk like an extra 60 feet.
Okay, so you're well
out. And make kind of like a 30-foot circle, kind of like a small sparring ring.
Yeah.
Once that one's done, at the center of it, I'm gonna make a 5-foot circle, so that I can go sit down there and meditate.
Mm-hmm.
And they are Bishop doesn't have all her weapons on her right now. I think the only one she has on her is the queen's feather and her longsword. So she's gonna lay those in front of her and just I'm planning on doing this a 2-hour session, and then it gets interrupted by someone that needs Bishop's help. But for the first hour, it's gonna be them just like kind of like the kneeling position where they where they're set on their legs, and just going back to the training that she had growing up back at her home.
Sure. Do you close your eyes?
Yes.
Can you make a perception check with disadvantage?
Ooh, okay. That's why I think I'm gonna get jumped just for meditating. I think that's something Pete would do. Or it's something I would do.
You left the safety of the town.
Yeah, that's true. That's on me. Perception?
Yes, please.
If I can find it. Does it have to do anything with Fae, undead, or other stuff that I cannot remember?
Fey, fiend, or undead?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay. Straight up. This again. Oh wait, that is. Oh, the cat.
Oh, we lost. Oh, come on, the
6.
glitches. 6 total.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah.
6 total.
Yeah. 6 total.
Okay, so you close
yeah.
your eyes and drift into that space where you remember the training from your youth, from your younger days, the punishing muscle ache and the awakening of the magics that you learnt were available to you, and you sink deep into it. Nyala, you find your way heading up the northeast road, where you've been directed that Mother Redinic lives, and you see this tumble down cottage that is half brick and patches of ice and pillars holding it up that are made of pure ice, and the door is just wide open.
I go in, but knock on the door before, like, hello?
You walk in, there appears to be nobody at home.
Just now think to yourself, you're just going to look a bit more, like, entering ahead a bit.
Yeah.
And then just slap her forehead and think to yourself, I'm fucking done. She's around the village doing a daily tour.
Make a perception,
And she's just going to...
perception check while you're there for me. If you're just looking, just a quick perception for me.
Why is it not...
Turn it.
I have to disable beyond 20 or I cannot see my rolls. Why every time?
Curse you beyond 20.
Should be good. Can someone see my roll?
Did someone see your roll? I can have a look on the campaign. Oh yeah.
No, I don't see it. so this is disabled now. And I roll.
Roll a perception.
Oh, I have a fuzzy dice. 17.
Yeah, we got it. So you look round and you notice there are a few things for making teas and a couple of jars on shelves, like little harvested dried berries, a small fire burning, just like the coals, like embers of it, a little cauldron above it, and there's several things drying from the ceiling. What you notice moreover is that when you visited places of people that would study such things, there would often be writing that would accompany it, or books or literature or something like that, but there is nothing. No writing. Not a book, not a scrap of paper.
Strange. Okay. She's going to go around the village to try to find her.
Cool. If you make a survival check to see if you can sort of track and see which way they've gone. And we can sort of work out, following footprints or getting the general direction of what it was.
23.
Oh, yeah. So, Nyala, with your whiskers, little ears prick up, give a little spin, and you're like, you know which way. How do you proceed there? With all haste, or just regular?
No, she's going to go normally, like, well,
Okay.
searching a bit, of course, and calling her, but just like casual walking
You're-
and just
you're
being
calling out to
nice
her?
and welcoming.
You're calling out to them, or are you just trying to find them?
Calling out, yeah.
Okay. You again walk to the. You walk up to the end, or the end of the village, on the northwest road, and start proceeding clockwise around. And as you proceed clockwise, you notice that there's this kind of shuffling gait of footprints moving through the snow. As you go round, and then you hear in your head. Stop shouting.
Sorry. Are you the one with the marking in the snow here?
There's children asleep. Please,
Sorry.
come and find me. I'm a little further round.
Sure. Just and she trots.
Another sort of 60 or so feet, and you come across this small humanoid figure, kind of walking round the edge of this thing, and then they're just kind of they're just like looking up at it, looking up at something. They're examining something. They kind of nod, and they walk another couple of feet, and then they'll dig down in the snow a little bit, and then pick up a stone, chuck that out of the way, and then they walk another little bit further, and then there's like a bit of snow that doesn't seem to be in quite the right position, so they'll push that out of the way, and then pat a bit, and then nod, and then kind of go on, and then they turn to you and say, "Hello,
Hi.
you're another new one."
Sorry. Yeah, sorry for the noise.
That's okay. It's not me that's gonna hate you. It's the mothers.
Sorry. Yeah, so
Little Jacob.
we've been...
He's hard to get off, that one.
Oh dear. I mean, I like kids, so if she wants help, I can maybe help.
Well, we'll see if Julia wants some help. We don't know. We'll see if Julia wants help with Jacob getting to sleep. I can get him off to sleep. You sick perverts.
Why?
Um,
I mean, that usually comes after, right? So
yes, yeah. Well, yes, I'm not sure I'm going to continue this conversation. um, uh, what can I help you today in some way, fashion?
I wanted to. George, stop it! No, come on. Yeah, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
It's about the leash and the dragon.
Oh, mm-hmm.
When did they arrive? Around?
The dragon. Well, most recently. That seems to be a new addition.
Oh dear. Is there another?
Another what?
Another dragon?
Well, I don't know. I've only seen the one.
Okay.
Flying about.
Was it a white one?
The one that I saw, yeah.
Okay.
Big un.
And the leash?
Yeah.
Was it before you arrived here, or was it already here?
Before I arrived.
I don't know. Apparently this village has been protected only very recently.
No. The village has always been safe.
I'm not going to go around any further. We killed the dragon in Kakanzax.
Oh. Well done. That's quite an achievement.
It wasn't easy. But it was something that I'm not really proud of, unfortunately.
Well, one must protect oneself. And
yes.
those they care for.
But in this case, right before dying, and because I was speaking to the dragon, since I'm the only one that can speak to dragons, apparently, I discovered that he was being forced by a leash to attack because he has his youngling.
Ah.
Yes.
So there was bribery involved.
Yeah. And I'm not really proud to being the one to kill the dragon.
Well, the little I know of dragons, the white ones are not the smartest. So to plan an attack on a town, not a likely thing that it would do. To hoard treasure, like most dragons wish to do, very much a dragon thing to do. And to be generally a white dragon, by my reckoning, not the most pleasant of creatures to deal with. But that doesn't make it capable of planning such things. So, yes, the lich with its bribe.
Yeah. Also, have you ever heard about the Sledney?
Yes, by word of mouth.
Because we are actually heading towards a mine that was previously owned by them.
Mm-hmm.
Because something inside it have been awakened.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this?
Marein, we were quite a bustling town at one point. When the mines were open, the Sletneys found us here and set up a base camp and used us as a staging ground. Then they built Kakanzax and, well, Kanzax is Kanzax. I can't say it's the most awakened of places, but it is quite an edifice, so I've heard.
They have a nice library.
A library.
Oh, sorry, did I offend you?
No, not at all. Not at all. Libraries make me laugh.
Oh, why?
Just books. Funny things, aren't they?
I'm a wizard, so I can say they're not.
Oh, but they are. Peculiar.
There is something. Words are magical, yes. That's what I've been telling myself since I've learned magic.
Mhm.
And they have this power that just make people feel.
Do you ever worry that when you're feeling through one of these things that you're not really feeling the real thing?
To be honest, I know. I know those feelings are not mine and just being artificially produced by those words.
Mm.
And I long to actually feel them one day.
My suggestion then, my dear, is do.
I don't know how. That's the thing.
You'll know. Yeah, you'll know.
You think so?
I know. 'Cause
Oh
you'll
dear,
know.
what do you see?
I wouldn't want to ruin the surprise.
Oh no, oh dear. Am I going to cry out of joy or out of terror?
I don't know.
Oh, one thing. Have you ever heard of a family crest that is a hummingbird?
I've not travelled that far.
Mm.
This is my
That
home.
far?
This is my home, Frohast.
I've been wondering, tell
Hmm.
me, are you perhaps a fae or maybe a dryad?
No.
It's just a feeling.
I've met Fae. I've met Druids. They come visiting. Those out of the snows, and those stepping through little portals, sometimes right here with us. But
Oh,
not. No, I'm not. I wouldn't say no. Definitely not.
just had a feeling. My familiar is fae, so sometimes I
Oh.
ask myself a question. Yeah, she just make Queenie appear next to her. Like,
Oh.
you know,
What a sweet little thing.
I know. It's Queenie.
Hello. Curious, but most pleasant to the eyes.
Yeah. He's cute.
Can you make a perception check?
Da, 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 da. That's a 22.
You start hearing this of a
Oh.
child screaming from one of the houses that you passed.
Yes, yeah, she's just going to close her eyes as the ears down and like, oh.
I think they may need a hand with Jacob.
Last thing, do you have something for back pain?
Turn round. And what are you wearing?
Just my robe, normal one.
they just reach your back of your thing up, handful of snow, straight upon your back.
Yeah, it's just yellow is now just a full ball.
But as this cold snow sinks through, that chilling pain makes the muscles tight, and then when they relax, they can relax fully, and your back pain is miraculously cured.
Huh.
Using simple heat and cold technique to release the muscle spasm. Very good for sciatic nerve pain.
Yeah. There was someone that taught me something about like this.
Oh, a wise person, I imagine.
Yeah, it's just basically a little exercise in the morning and just drop in the snow for a couple of seconds, and it's really nice.
Thrilling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go for the mother and the child. I don't want, oh dear God, kids.
We'll jump back to Rook. Rook, you are... no, sorry, Nan. Nan, you are in the kitchen. You're about your hour through. You've baked some tasty treats. What's on?
I guess I'll come out with like a tray of, hang on, I think I do only as many as my proficiency bonus. It's actually not that many. Could get a number of treats equal to my proficiency. So I come out with three treats after an hour, which seems ridiculous.
It's a lot of ingredients packed into a very small
yeah,
space.
they're like, energy protein bars with coconut and everything, they're yum yum yum. And I'm just going to come out into the bar and go, they're ready. And I think the only person here is Rook. And
There's Rook, there's Lucas, and he seems to be having some sort of conversation with Wilf about, like, quietly talking, looking over at Maruk. But Maruk seems hypnotised by whatever is in the cup.
Where is everyone? Lucas? Where did everyone go? I just was making...
Was it Nanyala? Is that right?
Yeah, yes.
How did you find the kitchens?
Oh, I found everything okay. Yes, it was a good kitchen. Yeah, thank you. I don't know what we're... Well, I guess I'll wait for everyone.
Wilf says, oh, is that one of them? Can I try?
Oh, sure. Get 3 temporary hit points.
Wilf chews this thing. I can see how it would sustain you.
Oh, yeah, that's the main idea. I suppose more about the energy and the the keeping going than flavor, really. But
yeah,
this
isn't, like they said, not bad, like you said. I could eat it. Anyway, I must sleep. Lucas, your establishment is yours. And he walks out, chewing on this bar, gaining 3 temporary hit points. A third of your hour wasted because it had to go to Wilf. Rook, you see, maybe kind of... can you make a perception check? See if you notice Nan. I know Nan's not hiding, but it'll be funnier if you don't notice.
12. Wait,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
No, what? I'm so confused as this rolls. What am I rolling? No, I got a 6.
Well, it does the disadvantage as well. Yeah, it does the both at the same time.
Yeah, I got a
For
6.
some reason, that's not showing in the game log. Isn't that weird?
I'm on
I see it.
roll 20.
Okay. I'm on the.
I see it in both.
I can't see it in the game log. Oh yeah, never mind. You don't notice with a 6, Nan. You are hypnotized by your the swirling elements in your drink.
As soon as I kind of finish that one, I'm like, Lucas, I like this drink. It was very nice, thank you.
That's okay, Master Muruk. How are you feeling now?
I feel fan-fucking-tastic.
To be honest, you don't look it.
And what do you mean by that, good sir? Pray tell.
He walks over and he removes something from the top of your head. Like, what is this? And he puts it in your palm.
I don't know, what is it?
I don't know. What is it?
I don't know, what is it?
My point exactly. No one knows what that is. And that has been upon your head for some time.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's just a little bit of debris from when we fought that pirate skeleton shippy thing.
Unidentified debris
Yes.
in one's mane
Yes.
does not a handsome bugbear make.
That's fine, because I know that I'm a handsome bugbear, because my mummy told me.
Yeah, well, your bartender's telling you you might need to brush up a bit.
Well, do you have a brush I could borrow? It's been a while since I've brushed my fur.
He's completely bald. Apart from like a little bit of white fuzz round the side.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean. I meant like as one been left in a room. I meant no offence.
And there's none taken. And he will reach behind the bar and pull out this rather elaborate handled brush with a mirror on the back, like a pewter mirror on the back, and like a quite a soft blonde coloured bristle on the other side. Here.
Thank you. I feel like I might wait until I have someone to do it for me, because I don't think I could probably do a good job in this state.
Your friend's just next to you, and there's like Nan, just like standing very close by to you.
Hello. You want a snack?
Oh, Danjal. Hello.
Hi. Where'd everyone go?
I'm gonna.
I thought everyone was still in bed, if I'm honest with you.
Oh, well, I think they were all here. And then I went in the kitchen.
Oh,
And I thought we were all going
cooking.
to go, well, a little, but not. I mean, I thought we were heading out after this together, but I suppose not.
God, I don't know. Could you brush my mane, please? Apparently, I look disgusting, according to Lucas.
Does he look disgusting, Pete? Roll for disgusting.
There's like where on, like where he's been swigging this sugary elven drink, the moustaches and the lower beard are bonded into like stalactites of like sugary remnant, and there from somewhere there is matter collected in and among, like when you wake up and you're like, what is this? Like that.
Like when you wake up in a ditch.
That is like, but George, but Rook has only been in the bar, so where this unidentifiable substances have come from, you're unsure.
I think they look quite pretty.
I mean, you don't look. I mean, you could probably do with a wash, maybe just a bit. Lucas, is there anywhere for heated water? Maybe that might. Also, you probably could do with a. You didn't sleep, did you, Rook? Maybe you could do with a bit of a sleep especially if we're going to.
I slept. It was. Let me see. It was after the skeleton. That's a really hard word to say. Skeletons. It was after
You're supposed to sleep every night, Rook.
Wait, it's been more than one night since the skeletons.
The skeletons that was about 5 days ago, I think, right? Pete, around just like 5. You've been
Well, then I've not slept in about 4 days.
Well, perhaps that first, and then we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see about this. I think I'll you know that thing where you don't touch the drunk person, but you sort of like do sort of like a
guide.
Yeah, a guided sort of like sheepdog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask Ketty to help me to kind of lean into.
It's Ketu. Nan, look, it's Ketu.
Yeah, he's
Hello,
good. Yeah,
Ketu.
he's very smart. He figured out something about the boundary of the city, and I couldn't quite figure it out. I think
what did you find
fox
out?
is smarter than me.
What did you find out?
There's a little wag.
Could you take him into the bedroom and I'll get some water in a.
There's a nudge on your
maybe a
leg from
bucket.
Ketu.
Okay, little one, where are we going? I'll follow you.
And then like Ketu trots along and you kind of follow along. And then Ketu will like look back at Nan with this kind of.
I'll hold up like a treat, one of the hit point treats, and say.
The tail goes at that, and then kind of like they're kind of all right. And then Ketu will lead Rook up to one of the rooms. Lucas produces hot water and towels and says, "Don't worry about returning the brush."
Oh, but it's quite lovely. Are you?
I don't think I want it back.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe this will start a good habit for Rook. We'll see. But if nothing else, I'm sure Ketu would enjoy it too. So, multi-purpose. Thank you. I guess I'll. How likely did Rook hit a bed or a floor? Like again, is that?
I don't know. Do you want to make a dexterity save? I don't know what you want.
Sure.
Let's see. Bed or floor? No, just roll D20. Odds or evens, I think probably is easier.
Okay.
Odds is floor, evens is bed.
That is a 10.
Ah, you managed to make it onto the bed, but the bed's a human size, so like your like legs, most of your thigh is still like you're like on your knees like this on the bed, you know what I mean? So the body's on the bed, the knees are on the floor, like you've been praying and fallen asleep. Ketu is curled up near the top of you, like licking.
What the?
No, just licking like in one of the ears.
Oh.
Stop that tickles. That tickles.
And that's what you come into this moment with Ketty, like,
Licking Rook.
licking Rook's ears.
Ketty,
Oh,
let him
it's-
sleep.
It's Nanjala. Hello, Nanjala.
Hello. Hi. Here's some water. Maybe
Thank you.
the hot water will leave the and yeah. I'll maybe check back in if people come back. But please okay, right. I'm going to so I'm going to. Does the bed have a space underneath the bed, or is it like flat flush to the floor?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
room.
Okay, right. So I'm going to help you fall asleep, and meh, and then I'll go round, and then under the bed, and then I'll go around the. Meh. I'm going to being sheep that you can.
Rook,
Meh.
please
I'm going to
RP
keep
this.
doing this.
I'm not.
Meh. This is helping. You count sheep when you're.
Oh,
I'm not a sheep, but
you're being sheeps.
yeah. Is it helping? Are you feeling sleepy?
I mean, it looks like fucking witchcraft because 1 minute you're there and then the next minute you're coming around again.
Oh, this isn't working.
How did you get from there back to there? What?
You think about it, Rook, while
Okay.
you fall asleep.
Okay.
Come on, Ketty. Maybe we'll wait for everyone else to come back. What were we
Thank you.
supposed to do?
Thank you, Nanjala. I'm going to try and get some sleep.
I think that's good, Rook.
And
I'll
then
check.
as soon as like he puts his head down, he's just
Yeah.
out. Just
These-
out.
Yeah. Ketu
So
attempts
was
to
my
go
sheep
back.
not very good? Was it the movement or the meh not very good, or what do you think? I'll work on it. I'll workshop it, Ketsu.
And then Ketu goes back and tries to lick Rook's ear.
What's in Rook's ear? Has he got like gravy in it? Let me go have a look.
No, like when
There's
you
no gravy in there.
sleep, and you're like,
Well, there isn't.
Oh, right.
There isn't any gravy anymore. Anyway, if there was,
Okay.
Ketu.
I guess I just wait.
Is what in the room, just looking at Rook.
No. I just stay. I wonder why my sheep. No, I'll go down. Well, go to the bar and
Okay.
wait.
Niala, sorry, Bishop. You are coming to kind of a stage in your meditation where you might be coming round from this. You begin to sort of flitter back to awakened state, full awareness. Can you make a perception check now for me, please?
Give me a minute as I do the thing for the thing and the look for the stuff and then bam. Hey, that's pretty good. That's the last terrible 23.
23. You notice that the topography of the ground around you has shifted from the space that you cleared. So the 30 feet that you circle that you've made is no longer flat.
So,
I'm imagining
yeah.
you kind of cleared. You said like an arena where you might fight within, and packed it down. That's no longer flat. There are
like grooves in it?
there's just shifts, bits of it that look like shifted and moved. maybe extra bits on it. It's not what you've walked down. It's not what you've padded down.
I'm going to investigate, like to see what could have caused this while I was like zoned out.
Okay.
Like if I also see like any footprints around besides mine, or I don't know, and see if it's possible to see something. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna just see what. I'm just look around to see what could have caused it.
As you stand to start moving, from around you, a fog starts to appear.
A fog. Now,
From several points within the circle that you've created.
just in the circle?
They
Or
start.
like
They start from some of those lumps, and I would like you to consider yourself that you heavily obscured.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Bishop is in no fighting condition. But okay, what's that mean? That God is here 10 feet ahead of me? 10 feet ahead of me?
Heavily obscured means you have disadvantage on your attack rolls.
Alright. Can I attempt to, well, first off, pick up my weapons, you know? I'm just gonna leave them on the ground. And then attempt to walk out of said fog
Yeah, so
from
it's
in the direction of the village
okay. So
or town.
it's the equivalent of being blinded when you're in a heavily obscured area.
Oh,
So
okay.
disadvantage on your attack rolls, and fail any things that require a
Sight.
sight. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Yep. Alright. Then put blinded under the thing. Okay. There you go.
Okay. You've got an
Sad
action.
word. An action. Yeah, I'm a dash right out of the fog.
Okay. So you walked 60 feet out was your movement?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's like 30 feet. Yeah, 30 feet.
So you can reach the
Or like,
edge
yeah,
of the
60.
barrier. Okay, we're 60 feet. Cool. Let's have you as you move, you reach the edge at 20 feet of this fog cloud, and you look back and you see this ball of fog, this kind of impenetrable fog, as you kind of glance over your shoulder, and you're running towards the town, and behind you you hear like a kind of tinkling and a glassy sort of sound, similar to, you know, when you've had the ice storms coming down upon you. You've experienced these as you've moved through Frohast at some point.
Oh,
I know you played this in when you definitely would have had, but you would have come across one before, as you moved with Deacon. You hear this and almost like a giggling, and you reach the edge of the barrier where you know it to be, and then you see rushing up behind you, just over your shoulder, these tiny creatures made of pure ice that are buzzing in the air with little iridescent wings made of ice, and they dash towards you also. You have movement. It's your round. You are first. Do you want to roll initiative for me?
Yeah. Would I have any idea what these are?
You can use your action to make a nature check.
16 for initiative.
Okay, sure. So you actually have you have the initiative on this. So you're on the very edge of the barrier. You've got that 10-foot wide barrier behind you. Right hot on your heels are these little individuals.
Will I get advantage, like for anything?
For
for the facing or indenting, if it's one of that.
if you wanted to spend your action doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. No.
No?
No.
Alright. Oh! Oh! It was almost a tree, but just lean onto the yeah.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
We're scared.
Hold on, I'll just check the
I thought I just
log. We're getting some serious glitch. Hold on.
Action. No.
Nature check 21. Okay, got it. You might have heard tales of these things. You believe these might be some sort of elemental. Some kind of elemental creature. They're made of pure ice. And they kind of buzz straight towards you. And they look menacing. Little sharp teeth as they get closer.
Oh, can I, do I see how many?
There are 3 that you can see that have emerged from the cloud.
Oh, okay. And I'm, how far into the barrier?
You're on the very edge of the barrier, so you can move into the barrier, or you can stay outside.
I'll stay outside it.
Okay.
Just to see how much of a danger they are.
You have a bonus action if you'd like to use it.
Oh, I don't. Oh, I don't. Oh. Yeah, I'll swipe with Queen Stutter.
Okay.
I'm still in the heavily obscured fog, or not anymore?
No, you're not in the fog anymore. You ran out of it.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'll do a attack. Let me see. 17?
Yeah.
Hey. Hopefully I could 5 points of damage, no piercing.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's all I can do.
Cool.
Yep.
Each of these 3 then grins as you turn to face them. Can you make me dexterity saving throws? 3 of them, please.
Dexterity, if I find. Okay, here we go. First one is terrible, 6.
Okay, fail.
Second one, not terrible, 7.
Fail.
That third one's decent, 18.
Okay, pass. So you take 8.
Oh,
12, 15 points of cold damage as they each grin and they go, and out of their little mouths comes this gust of cold air that envelops you and chills you to the bone. It's your turn.
Trying to see if I have anything that could help me. I can just walk. I know that hurt pretty bad. That brought me down to roughly 2/3 of my health, with just they're right next to me. I'm attempt to go past the barrier.
Okay, they will get an attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there is a way to not do this.
Oh wait, I can disengage, right? Yeah, I'll disengage and then.
Yeah, you disengage.
No.
And that's inside the
You got to
barrier.
do much in sight.
See, that was a kind DM there. Did you see that? Generous DM.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you move inside the barrier and they kind of just flap their little wings and they fly away into the distance, back into the fog cloud, and the fog cloud dissipates and then you don't see them.
And I got a good look at how they look, like of their parents and whatnot.
Yeah. Imagine like a kind of spiky, I don't know, like almost fey-like, but like they're like everything's elongated and they got like little needly teeth and their wings are sharp and everything is made of pure ice. We're going to leave you at the edge of town, catching your breath after being chilled to the bone. You can give me a direction. Where are you headed?
Oh, I'll say I'll be heading back to the what's the name of the inn?
The
Or
Board
tavern
Weasel.
again? The board weasel.
Cool. No problem. You do
And
so.
as on my way over there, I would have like taken out my journal, to like a quick stab to my arm with my pen,
Yeah.
so that I could like start drawing like a sketch of whatever attacks me.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. No problem. Niala,
And
you are in the house of Julia. She has come to the door with a bawling child. You assume to be Jacob. This is just pure gum and spittle and yowling. It's red. It's unhappy and screaming. And she said, "You're the one that was shouting."
Sorry.
Animal handling
Very
check.
sorry.
You could describe how you calm this thing. I was going to say animal handling check. It's an animal. It's a kind of animal. Or what would you do? Describe this to me. How do you calm this yowling critter?
I am going to sing a little song,
Okay.
and you know that like sometimes parents would do something like this
Mhm.
on the forehead of their child. And the song I'm going to sing is the one that Ed was singing back in the mines.
Ah, okay.
I have to remind you.
The teeth that hides the fiery maw. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you start
The
singing.
teeth. Remember, it was a smile.
The smile that hides the fiery maw, keeping locked behind the closed door till unlocked is the door. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you begin to sing this to the child. I guess a persuasion check would be the best way to do this. Are you persuading the child to calm down?
Yeah. Where is it?
It's got to be a charisma-based thing, isn't it? You know, so persuasion's the closest thing.
I'm afraid this is going to work. Okay, this is a 7.
No,
No.
red-faced, crying. You are unable to settle the child, and eventually Julia says, "You're not doing it," and takes baby back and says, "Just be more considerate next time, please." And she's got it over the shoulder. "Now go, I'll try and settle him." And you are promptly shooed out of Julia's house. And I guess make your way back to the board weasel, where you meet, as you walk in, you see kind of Bishop on their way in, drawing in a sketchbook, and you come in, and then Nan's in the main bar, I assume, looking patient. And you would see them come in also.
Hey, Nan. How do you calm a child that doesn't calm down?
Is it hungry?
I don't know. I was just searching for the mother. I screamed a bit,
Oh,
and
well, usually it's something to do with food or sleep. Sometimes they like it if you scream, or like silly scream, if you know what I mean. But I'm not sure.
it's a silly scream.
Like a, you know,
Oh, funny faces.
hmm.
I would have to try next time. I'd rather not have a next time. Yeah, no.
Mm.
Where is Rook? Where is that
Oh.
drunkard?
He's sleeping. I think it's best he you know, take some rest to you know, not be like, you know, how he was with the and the yeah. So
What do you
we'll
mean?
see.
He was.
Yeah, lots of the I don't know what he was drinking, some kind of, you know,
You know what we should do?
syrup.
We should wash him.
Maybe after he's woken up, he can.
He
himself?
will not like it.
Well, let's let him sleep, because otherwise,
I mean, how do you want to do it?
do what?
Clean him. When he's going to wake up, he's not going to like it very much.
Rook, you
Well-
find yourself awakening now. You no longer feel suggestible, but you do have that exhaustion, so you feel tired. Bishop, you walk in shortly after Nyala, and you what do you do? You would all see probably upon Bishop, upon the goggles and upon the mask, like frosting, like where like whiteness, like all over, like little ice crystals all over Bishop.
What happened? Is it cold? Is that cold outside? Surely.
Yeah,
it's
you
not.
look like shit.
I tripped. I was
You
exploring.
tripped.
I was
Insight.
exploring.
Insight.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, my fucking deception sucks.
Deception and insight.
Oh, can I get advantage fee because reasons that you can't reach in my face?
There's no reason.
I rolled a 20, so
Ooh.
Yep, even if I roll fucking natural, you're gonna look through it. Even if I rolled a natural 20, you just get see through it. I have a -1.
Okay, so yeah, you get the feeling that this is untrue.
Bishop, from you and me, do I look like someone that dumb?
I honestly don't
If you
care.
say yes, I'm going to punch you.
Yeah.
Going for it.
Unarmed. It'll be initiative roll.
Well,
So you get the
But
initiative.
not in the face, but more like punch in the shoulder.
So initiative roll. So
I rolled like shit again, so 4.
okay.
And they should
13 for me.
13.
Mm.
So yeah, you get first whatever you wish to do. If you wish to continue this line of.
Sorry, who? What's? Can I stop? What's that? What's happening? Sorry, somebody's
Nyala
attacking.
is throwing a punch at
text
Bishop
messages
because
and
Bishop called Nyala dumb.
Okay, can I roll
she
initiative
called
to
herself
intervene?
dumb, I just agreed.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Roll initiative and you can see if you can intervene. Let's see where you come in the order.
16.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh,
up front.
come on.
So in between, Nan, I think like would dash, nah, or something like this. I imagine.
Well, how tall? Nyala's quite short, and Bishop's
But she's taller than you.
Nyala is.
She is. And so is
Okay.
Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Nan's 5'9", apparently, on her character sheet, anyway, with the horns probably.
Maybe. Let me look because I
Apparently,
did.
she's 5'9".
You collected.
But
all
also,
this
I
data.
I probably like made her less like actual. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But she probably just kind of goes for a
I have a photo
kind
of
of
everyone. I
block.
just need to load the fucking picture.
Okay. Oh yeah. So you can take the. You can just step in the way. Sit,
step in the
Nyala,
way.
you kind of see Nan just doing this like.
So would I just give her disadvantage? Or?
No, there's a new target in the way. They've kind of done the bait and switch kind of type thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll let that kind of be the thing that they've done. They've kind of switched positions with Bishop. I like that. That you do not want Bishop to be involved in violence.
I don't want anyone in our team to be hitting each other. That's
Nan, you know I'm not going to punch her, he, they, in the face, right?
but still anywhere that's not the faces shouldn't. I mean, punching.
Nan,
Yes.
I know I can be quite violent, but we still need Bishop, so I'm not going to kill them.
Well, yeah.
You hear a
But-
sudden donk on the bar, and you look over, and you see Lucas has got something in his hands.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just Niela's fur is just all
it'll
over the
be-
place.
It'll be like a crossbow, right?
It
Anyway.
could be a crossbow. It appears to be something like that. It's far heavier. Looks like it probably shouldn't be lifted.
A hand ballista. Oh my god.
And
Oh my god.
and says, "There'll be none of that in my establishment."
Got it.
And then you hear in your head,
Well,
"He really means it. He's really handy with that other thing." Ugh. And you believe that was George talking in your head.
Is it because of the mine and what happened?
No. Just in case of trouble.
Okay.
No harm in being prepared.
Yeah. I am going to go see Rook. Because he might like this arsenal of yours.
Rook,
Now,
you...
do you go with me?
Hmm?
We're going to see Rook.
Um, it's okay. I've seen Rook.
Rook, you have the opportunity now to move wherever you wish to in this space. You hear a thud from downstairs, even through your haze of sort of fuzzy drunkenness and tiredness. What would you like to do?
I'm going to get Captain Smashy and walk downstairs and see what the commotion is.
You kind of come in as Nan and Nyala are about to come up the stairs. You kind of open the door onto them and they're there. Well, Nyala was coming upstairs anyway, so.
Oh,
Everything all right, little one?
yeah. Little one? Rook? It's me.
I know. But you are little, Nyala. Everyone is little to me.
I am calm. I am very calm. Rook,
Because I have a stinking headache.
I can guess. How about I give you a bath? Because you're Rick.
No, Rook, not Reek.
No, you smell bad.
Well, that's not kind for someone that's just woken up, but if you'll excuse me, I'm in the middle of seeing what the commotion is downstairs and whether I need to smash something.
It's nothing. It's okay. Something fall. That's all.
Yeah, just something fell. You
I
see him
don't
stow
believe either
something
of you.
inside.
I don't believe either of you, but
There's no trouble here, Master Rook.
good.
You're looking
Just-
fresher than you did.
I certainly don't feel it, Lucas, and also I apologize if I said or did anything incriminating.
No, you handle my
I-
potatoes fine.
I beg your pardon. I did what with your potatoes?
Handled them. My sack.
One more time for Rookie.
My sack of potatoes. You
Yes.
brought
I
them.
don't think he remembers.
You carried a sack of potatoes from the market square
To
to the kitchen.
oh, I thought you were on about your testicles. I do apologize.
No. We didn't get that friendly. Certainly not at that time in the morning, not on a cold, full-ass morning.
Would be more like, a sack of sprouts, wouldn't it?
Anyway,
On that
Rook.
note, again, Lucas, I apologize. Yes, little one, what is wrong?
Stop calling me little one. And if you don't want to take a bath, I'm going to clean you. She just clap her hands and cast thaumaturgy on you to completely clean you.
thaumaturgy to clean.
I can do that. I
In
don't
fairness,
prestidigitation.
Well,
I believe
You
you
can-
have prestidigitation.
you instantly clean. Also, the
I-
milkshake. Oh.
I am going.
Thaumaturgy.
I am
Prestidigitation.
intending to
Yeah.
take a bath. It has been a while. Perhaps it will help this stinking headache I've got.
Drink
Yeah.
some water as well, Rook.
Thank you, Nan. Okay, again, I apologize to you if I
Oh no,
said
it's
anything.
okay. Oh no,
I'm
no, you
good.
said I can't actually remember what you said particularly.
But you're still talking to me, so I'll take that as a win.
Does Bishop look hurt, or is it just frosty?
Bishop would look. Describe how that is manifested in Bishop. That damage, Bishop.
Oh, Well, I'll say like, yeah, she appears to be covered in like in frost that looks like in parts where she hasn't really moved that are like spikes, like when.
Oh yeah, like it's still like kind of
Yeah.
It's bigger than just like a frosting, yeah, and then like maybe like a certain like a stiffness to the movement, so it looks definitely more than just falling in the snow. I think it's obvious.
Can't even make a joke without being attacked.
Nan, do you wish to heal Bishop or ask?
Do you need? Was it a hard fall? Do you need patching up a bit?
No, I just need to warm up a bit. I swear, only like you and Rook are the only enjoyable people here.
I think Arden's somewhere too.
He's a monk.
Hey,
He is.
Yeah, I don't really trust him.
hey, we went over that.
Hey, this is whispering, all right? This is like a one-on-one conversation.
I don't know. Can I roll for perception for this?
You can if you wish.
Okay. Let's hope I have a good number. Oh. It was just on the 20 and it went on the 2. It's a 9.
No, you see this conversation going on, decide this is not meant for you, and kind of turn your way to Rook. Maybe start leading. Rook, are you heading for a bath? What are you? Is that what we're trying to do? Establish somewhere that you can clean?
I was gonna go and ask Lucas if he knows of a good bathhouse.
There ain't no bathhouse around here, but I got a tub set up with a little fire you can use.
Much appreciated. Thank you, Lucas.
You want some help?
Sure. I need my back my back scrubbing.
Shaved.
Sure. Works for me.
No.
So there is a point where you are. Lucas shows you where this sort of outhouse-like area is, where you can. There's small fire is lit and a large pan of water is warmed, and you are suitably cleaned down. Bishop, you can take a short rest if you wish to at this point. Anybody else that needs to refresh any abilities, we haven't used anything, so there's probably no need. But Bishop, you can roll some hit dice to regain some of your HP if you would like to. Yeah, shall we take a quick break here because or are we going to walk through? How's everyone feeling?
Where did I go? Never mind, Tina.
I don't know exactly what our immediate goals were. I feel like our immediate goals were to leave town.
Yes.
Yeah, but we have to wait for the wagon to be fixed, right?
Yeah.
And that's it's gonna take 2-3 days.
And we were gonna go back to Mother Redneck and Redenick, sorry. We were possibly going to talk some more. Oh, we were going to report back. We reported back. Did we report back on what we?
No.
Okay. Well, we have to do that. But
these people here currently are waiting for Arden. I'm going to say that you all come together and sit round for a spot of lunch, shall we say? There's a
look of joy too, and
there's some broth being offered by your bed and board from Lucas, and you are able to share any information you would like. Is Rook is gradually trying to sober up, looking much more fragrant. Looking much more fragrant, smelling much more fragrant, and looking more soft. You look fragrant today, Marek. You look like you smell of
okay.
flowers.
Yeah, Niala made sure that he was no longer stinking or something like that. Just
So,
very nice and clean, but
if there is character information you wish to share between your characters, please do so now.
I do. I wanted to talk about the earthquake that we felt last night. Yeah. So Niala is showing this, and like said, "Did any of you felt it or something like that?" Because I got scared and went into Arden's room, and he let me sleep under his bed. So I don't know. It was really something. Incognito, yeah.
If I'm honest, I don't remember much of the last 24 hours.
Put some more bread in front of her.
You do always look after me.
I mean, she's a mom, so.
Sure.
Mom age, I guess.
Well, she is now, so
Yeah.
you're still old.
Does Rook have like grey hair? Is he like a silver fox?
streak.
I think so.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
He's got that silver fox look going on.
We were at Mother Redenic's house when it happened, right?
Yes,
And
you were. And you saw them create it.
Yeah, she sort of did some. What did she do? Did she like do a staff thing, or was it like
she had
a?
a
Put her
hands,
hands on the ground.
and she put
Yeah.
them. She put them parallel. She didn't touch the ground. She put them parallel to the ground as she stood,
Oh.
quite short because she's quite short. She put them parallel to the ground, and then the ground shook as she held them, and then kind of showed you some power that they have within them.
So that was her. I got scared. I got so fucking scared.
I mean, we've seen dragons and like weird zombie ghost things, and I guess like it's pretty scary, but it's not the scariest thing we've seen. We saw a big pirate ship with ghost pirates.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can kill those things.
We've also
You
seen
can-
Arden in the mornings.
Oh, and the monster in the sewer, that was pretty scary too, and it was kind of
Touche. Rook as a point, Arden is very scary in the morning. I can
mean,
tell.
In fairness, Nyala, you're no goddess of beauty in the mornings, are you? None of us are, really, let's be honest.
Wait, what?
This is as Rook is. You have pampered him, but still, like the eyes are are bloodshot. Is that?
Does Rook look like, you know, in Beauty and the Beast when he has a bath and he's all curly after?
Yes, yes, he fucking does.
Yes. Cool.
Sorry, but George, can you repeat because I didn't really hear it. You said.
I mean, in fairness, you're no goddess of beauty in the morning. None of us really are, but here we are. That's still quite scary.
Then the door is opened to the weasel, and Arden steps inside and says, "It's ready. They've fixed the cart. We should head out."
Yes. Do
We've
we need
got-
to see the Mother of Redenic before we go? But or are we? I think we're okay to go. Did you want to speak with her?
Bishop, do you have business with this Redinic?
No, I already asked what I wanted, got the answers I was looking for. Not the answers I wanted, but that's about it. I'm good.
She seems to protect this town, but she doesn't seem particularly bad. But
Yeah, she healed my back pain from last night.
I told you you could have had some of the bed.
No,
I bet
left
you
me
could
under
have.
the bed.
I bet you could have had some of the bed.
Yeah.
Not like that,
Rook, your
Maruk.
George is showing.
Not like that, Maruk.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
You two are just being weird in the morning, I swear.
Fine, let's get on the car.
Oh, I want to go check on the polar bears. Nan goes out.
hmm
And off she goes.
You actually see riding up to the centre, like as you approach the centre, you can see your cart heading towards you with Radinik. Bjorn sees you, and Espen sees you, and the pace picks up. And they do that thing where they like go to mock bite you, and it's that kind of
So strong.
rubbery polar
So
bear
strong.
nose that's so flexible, and then like one of them turns their head like this, and you get in there, and
With my
uh,
claws as well.
yeah, just
Do
right in
you
there.
see Asra anywhere?
Astra, no, you
Astra.
haven't seen Astra this morning.
Didn't Lucas want us to do something around
George
Astra as
wanted
well?
you to matchmake
George.
Astra.
Lucas doesn't like her, right? He doesn't.
Lucas,
He does.
Lucas
Lucas
is
likes
infatuated.
Oh,
But George doesn't like Mother Redenic.
Oh, okay, that's where I got. Okay, yeah.
And George doesn't like looking at Lucas lusting after Astra. It just drives him insane.
Okay, yeah.
So, you're on your cart. Who's driving?
I'm just going to go to names. Not George. Lucas.
He's back at the wheel.
And I'm just going to whisper, if you see Astra, please tell her how beautiful she is. Not for me, for you.
Okay. Oh.
You've been... Everyone see it. You just love this woman for who she is and what she represents to you. Go for it.
Make a persuasion check.
Please work. Please work. Please. Oh no. It's a 7.
This is. I'm not.
Is this near us? Or is this too
just
far
as you're
away
leaving.
from us?
Just as you're leaving. Yeah.
But did Nala go back into the
I'm going to
inn?
say it's as you were walking out of the bar to see Arden. Nyala dashed over, quickly said this to Lucas. You could probably hear, yes. What would you like?
Can I give Nyala help? Like,
Go on then.
Oh,
You can have another roll.
well, I think pastry is always really good. If you give somebody like a pastry, and especially if it's filled with something really nice. So
Or flour.
Love and pastries.
That's a 14.
I'll maybe try. I'll go. I'm gonna get in that kitchen. And he goes off to the kitchen and starts stirring something up.
Yeah, she look at Nan and be like,
pastry. It's like when you can fill it with lots of really good stuff, and
I never
then
had
when
one.
then
Can you
when their
make
mouth is Yeah, but when somebody's mouth is full of it, then and you say something like you like them, then they can't answer because their mouth is too full of whatever you've put in. And if it's sticky, then it makes it easier because then they chew more. So then you can run away after you say it.
Is this how you court? Court?
I think so. I mean, I've only really seen a bit,
I have to
and I've
try.
eaten a lot of pastry, I suppose.
Rook
I
is
guess-
standing so close to you guys, just looking at you like with a dizzying concept.
I should try. Maybe I could give one of those to Rook or Arden. And you?
That's how you guys court around here. That's
I don't know.
I'm from near this, like the woods in the north, and we like these sticky buns, and they're quite big. And well, either you like somebody and you give one to eat, or you like them and you sometimes you throw them at them. Like it's kind of like you would not like them, but it's all very confusing. But I mostly just watched the humans do
Sayla
that.
told me one that you just have to put a ribbon around a woman's hand and just drag her somewhere
Come on.
else. And not
The cart's
putting...
ready. Come on, the cart's ready.
Oh,
I'm in
you're
the
such a
front.
boss killer. Come on, we go.
I'm in the
Honestly,
front
though.
as well, like
Yeah.
of the wagon, just waiting for them to finish the
Yeah.
conversation.
And Arden will be like, "We're on a limited time scale. there are things that are important that we must do, and you're here discussing how to court or marry."
so
Look.
courting. Yes, my
Just a
my
pastry
version of
sort
courting was
Rook.
very different.
Rook,
Yeah, there's a ribbon.
Rook.
Is
Yes,
it
dear.
pastry and ribbon?
Oh, pastries? No. That
Bishop,
funny enough.
will you drive
There's no
with me?
Yeah.
there's no pastries involved. It was just. I
Yeah.
mean,
They get on
there was
and they just
some
whip
form
the
of ribbon
they
on
gee up
the
the
wedding
polar
night, if you
bears.
know
The
what I
cart
mean.
starts moving away from you guys.
No. I don't.
I'll tell you when you're older, dear.
And she's
Okay.
just going to run
How many
and just...
pastries are involved in the wedding?
Can you make a perception check, Rook, Nan, and Nyala?
And
I'm,
Yala would have
I'm
stopped
asking
running,
to
Do I
Actually-
still
actually.
exhausted?
I rolled badly.
Do I still have
Uh,
exhaustion?
Yeah.
18.
Only
Yeah,
the first level, right?
I have an
Yeah,
18,
yeah.
so... I just grab them and like, the cart is
Yeah.
leaving us. Come on!
What's yours, Rook?
10.
So, Nan and Rook, you don't notice, and then Nyala, at the corner you are, you see the cart nearly 30 feet away from you, trundling away. Bishop, as you say to Arden, did you say speed it up?
Yeah, speed it up a bit.
Yeah,
To
he
get
like
them
goes.
to like hurry up.
There's actually a slight, just like barely perceptible, like little lift of the lip on the side, and they do, and then you see the cart start speeding up when it gets 30 feet away. But with a run and a dash, you manage to leap through that back door into that palatial interior.
When Nyala points out that the cart is moving, I will just pick the both of them up and just bound into the cart.
Ketu,
just
No, poor Kenny.
As you call for Ketu's on the back, already looking out of the like the flap, like
There's
just
like a drumstick in his mouth and stuff. It's like, where do you get food from?
dripping with gravy, just absolutely smothered. Like, you call Ketu, and there's like the
oh,
peering out the back of the cart, and you are out
Yeah, it's
into the wastes of Frohast again, following the southwesterly road into
the map?
into the mountains. The rough map that had been sketched for you by Lucas, I believe. No, that's for the town of Vermilion, where you is where you are possibly your first stop on the way. Kids, somebody please roll me a D8. We're going to start with. I think let's go with who's not done a roll much in the game so far. Everyone's had a roll.
Nan?
No,
Right?
Bishop didn't do a lot of. rolls?
Bishop's had a couple, I think. Have you?
Yeah,
had one?
Okay.
I had to
No,
run
let's
away
have a
and
roll. A
try and not
D8.
die.
Rook didn't roll that much.
Rook did at the beginning with lots of disadvantage, though.
Yeah.
7.
Sorry.
7.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Dragon, ancient white dragon.
no. You
7
start.
ancient dragons.
You start traveling, and you get
7 pastry.
about half a day. So this is you're leaving about just after noon. So you're getting towards evening time, and you reach the bottom of the beginning of the mountains, and you hear even where's everyone situated? So Bishop and Arden driving. Is anybody on the
take a
top
nap.
or anybody inside? Everyone inside? I think.
Nyala is between the two riding with the map that she did with Sin,
Okay.
just directing them to where we're going.
Bishop, you are quite
There's
fascinated.
windows.
Sorry.
There's windows on the cart, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But the windows are strange because the windows inside
Oh,
look
yeah.
out onto something else.
But can you poke your head out of them and...
Someone can poke their head through them from the other side.
Mm.
But and it's just kind of like a floating head type situation, if you remember, like in a void. Bishop, you notice that this is in some in Sin's handwriting, some in a writing you don't quite know. You assume Nyala's as you're riding along on the cut, and as you move, there's all of a sudden a sound, and it sounds like something is damaged on the cart.
Oh no, not again! What's going on?
Is it the same? Can we check to see where it was? Like slow down.
Investigation checks, whoever's looking.
Can I help?
Okay, Bishop with advantage then.
All right, investigation. If I can find that. All right. Bam.
What's going on now? What was that? Says Arden.
I don't know.
19.
You notice that there is a large crack in one of the wheels.
The one that was broken before?
No. You believe that some of the rocky ground has jarred one of the wheels. It's not the repair job that Radinik has done. In part of the ski, sorry. Not the wheel, the ski.
Yeah.
One of the joists.
Ah, shit. The ski is damaged.
Let's tell them
you
inside.
Repair
You could make a... tell me how you would do it. So what you've got is you've got a ski...
No, I'm asking Nyala, because I know she's like a wizard, to see if she has anything. If not, then I'm gonna see like what we have.
Okay. Yeah.
If she doesn't have anything that she can do.
It
Well,
looks
I do have mending, but you're gonna have to wait for tomorrow because I didn't prepare it this morning.
What it looks like is there's like a split in the wood. Like it's like a piece of wood solid, and it just looks like it's come apart like this on one of the struts. So it's not completely broken, it just is like a split and is a weak point.
Do we have anything that in the cart to do like a small patch job to get us a little further, or would you guys prefer to bunker
Yeah,
down here?
I'm just going to roll an intelligence for Arden quickly, just to see how they're going to behave on this one.
Yeah. Check or fade.
They will go, that damage looks too much to move forwards. If the terrain gets worse, we're likely to have further damage later on. Break the ski off completely. I say we wait till morning and tell the others. So,
Nan, Rook, we broke a ski. We're going to camp.
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
So
He's
the
literally
night.
just fast asleep.
Yeah, the night draws in. Please, tell me. Oh, did I say roll a d? Oh, you rolled a d8, didn't you? Sorry, that's fine.
Yes.
That's fine. It's still within the room. Can you? Who's doing a watch?
I am.
Well,
Oh,
those two.
those two for the first watch. Okay, so we're gonna do it. Two, and then one, or Arden and somebody, or how do we want to do it? So Bishop and Nyala first. Okay, cool. Please roll a initiative, so we see who gets to roll first on this. You two.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Natural
I
one.
roll a natural 20, so 23.
Okay.
Natural
Perception.
one for a 2.
Perception check for Nyala, then, please.
Okay.
And your passive is something ridiculous, like 19, isn't it, Bishop?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And mine is 17, so I'm not far behind.
Cool.
I got, I'm rolling for perception, a 23.
Okay. And then I'm going to say roll a d6, Nyala, as well.
D6. A D6 or a D8?
A d6 this time, please.
Okay. And this is a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
As you sit there in the quiet night, as it gets duller and duller, and further this way on the globe, the nights are darker, nearly reaching proper night as we know it. Not a Frohast, not a Earl night, where you still have some glowing ember of the sun at the very edge of the horizon. But you, in the tree line that rises up the mountain that's not far off from you, but your path hasn't quite reached the mountain because you've only been a day out. You see movement. It's a long way off. It's probably 120, more, maybe probably like 300 feet. A long way off from you. But you can just see something moving at the tree line.
I'm going to send Queenie to scout above.
Okay.
Bring me.
Can you make a stealth check using Queenie's stats, please?
Yeah, just need to find the owl check. So the owl. How many in the stealth? It's a +3. +3. Come on, beyond. So it's a +3 plus. 16.
16. As Queenie surges overhead, the first thing that they get is like a smell of flesh.
Oh no.
Cold flesh on the light wind. The irony smell of blood. And as they fly closer, hovering just above these tall pine trees, they look down and they see what do they see? They see 6 humans or humanoid figures in just tattered clothes, standing, pointing at all random angles, not really on watch or anything, but just standing, rocking on the spot. In the dark.
Okay. Queenie comes back, tells me everything, and I'm going to go wake the bishop a bit earlier, and Arden too, like just informing them what's going on.
Okay. So just Bishop and Arden.
I don't want no Murray.
I think
because
Bishop
Murray had
Bishop
a
was
rough
awake
night.
with you.
Yeah,
So you're
I was
waking.
just, also there.
Okay. So you are informed of this.
When I know what it is, if she explained it to me?
Well, yeah, I think it's zombies, so
Mm-hmm.
she tells them.
I think they're some other form of undead, like zombified undead. Undead, like the ones we saw beneath, the ones that suck the life from Nan and Rook.
No, it's as well like men, kind of frozen in place and just like darting off. Like when they're standing and doing nothing. Zombie things.
I don't know. I've not spent much time with zombies. Do we wake the others?
Crew got a rough night.
If we don't get their attention, then it should be fine.
Yeah. Just
That's not
no
too
fire, no noise whatsoever.
Okay. Next watch is waking up.
Don't cut yourself. Don't cut yourself.
The next watch wakes up, which I believe
Wait,
is...
what? Who were you saying that to? Who are you saying that to?
No, it's just Nyala, because she thinks that undead might like the smell of blood. It's not a real thing, it's just in her imagination.
Superstition.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys finish your watch and wake Nyala. Arden is now awake. Wake Nan, and Arden is already awake. They woke me early, Nan. I will watch with you. I think we let Rook sleep longest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was quite tired. Why did they wake you early? Is there
in the trees? Look carefully.
Oh.
And as he points, you can see the movement of the trees that rock in a breeze like this. But then at the base, you can every now and then see something like that's rocking, not in the time of the rhythm of the thing. Nyala says they are zombies, undead again.
I sent Queenie and they brought me back fully, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we should stay sharp.
Indeed. Okay. Can you roll a d6 for me?
Uh-huh. Number 5.
Number 5. Nan, as you're peering into this distance at this tree line, your eyes keep getting drawn back, and Nyala had told you that there were 6 zombies in this space. You believe there to be more like 10 as you start making out more in the trees. Can you roll me a perception check, please?
Okay. 21.
As you see these beneath the trees figures that every now and then rock clear of it, eyeline is drawn up and you glance and see that above the tree line, or at the very tip of the tree line, you point and say, and Arden's peering too, and you see in the starlight, at the height of the tall pine trees, the outline of a face. But the lower jaw is not there. Again, just rocking in the trees.
How far away are these trees? Sorry, are they again?
300 foot. It's a long way off. You're just kind of barely glimpsing. You kind of, as the light, when you look peering in the dark, and the light starts in low light, and you start glancing at things, but you make out something that doesn't rock with the wind. And again, there's this slow thing, and you make up this part, and then nothing here.
Arden, I think there are more. How long till sunup?
It's another watch to go.
Gosh. We can't move anywhere with the cart like this.
Do we just
Is there
stay
any way we
quiet?
can... We should, but is there... Well, I'm worried about speaking too low for my mic, but anyway, I'm whispering this. I don't know if there's any way we can quietly trap the area. I'm not sure. Maybe
Do you have
we
traps?
just... I don't anymore. And it would take me a long time to put them down anyway, but...
I say we ready our weapons, and if we see any movement, then we wake the others. They're a long way off.
Agreed.
It will take them time to get here.
Yes.
Okay. And you sit in the dark for the length of your watch, watching these strange, immobile figures rocking in the wind, and then it's time for you to bed down, and you relay all this information to Rook. Rook, you are no longer at disadvantage on any of the things. Can you please, as you go onto your watch, roll me a d6 and then a perception?
Six was 2. Normal roll for my skill check. 17 on the perception.
Oh.
You sit and you are transfixed by these things. Something massive rocks in that tree line. huge. But you hear a scything sound, a scraping to your left, to the southerly end of the track that you're about to go on, the direction that the cart is at this moment facing. And you hear something approaching.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of stand on the driver's bit of the cart and see if I can see anything.
You hear it first. You hear whoosh, 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 whoosh. And you hear a sled being dragged, and you see in the distance these great big wolves charging along a track towards the cart. What do you do?
I'm going to have Captain Smashy kind of easily accessible,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to kind of call out. State your purpose. Who goes there?
Okay. Can you roll a quick initiative check, please, for me?
Yes. Shit. 11.
Okay.
Oh,
The cart speeds past you. Can you make a strength check for me? A strength athletics check, please, more specifically.
Oh yeah, yeah, athletics. Yes.
you don't get advantage on initiative roll?
What? Why is it rolling with advantage? Normal roll. Athletics. Why is it rolling advantage?
Just take the lower.
Okay. For 10.
The sled speeds past where you stand on the thing, and leaping from it is a mass of furs, and a hand flies towards your face, grabbing you by the mouth and pulling you near onto the floor, onto the deck of the thing. And he goes, "Shh, keep yourself quiet. Don't be shouting out in the night. There's undead in them hills." And that's where we shall end tonight's adventure for tomorrow and next time we get round to playing Out of the Cold. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Bish,
Spooky. Spooky, spooky.
you scared me.
Recording stopped.
Skeletons.
That's some Curse of Strahd shit you got going on at the end there, Pete.
Just the rocking.
Yeah, spooky.
Yeah, I
Spooky
wanted a bit of spooks.